All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Dublin Shamrocks. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go!
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
So just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. To throw, it's Wentz. He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
A 1-yard gain could look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
On 2nd and 9, Wentz, right side caught by Jackson. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Devin White able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, and it will be 4th down. Bailey able to knock it through. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. Weather like this, always treacherous for kickers. A good sign early, though, as he's able to put that one through.
And you remember him right before the kick stomping around his area to make sure that things were going to hold for his plant foot, and it did.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Ready? Black 22. Check 53. Here we go. Here we go. Flip it. Flip it. Flip it. Check.
Winston now to throw on 1st down. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
At the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Let him know. Let him know. Let him know. Let him know. Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
Ready. Black 25. 53. Check 53. Flip it. Flip it. Flip it. Get off the field. 53 to Mike. Go. Watch the pass. Mike, 53. 53. Mike. Squeeze, double. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 2.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. He's got his tight end over the middle, O.J. Howard. And it was the stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled. The drive stays alive, a third down gain of 8. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Evans has it left side. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Off the play fake, Winston. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 41-yard line. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. From the gun, Winston. And he will take it in for the touchdown. Kiki QT, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And his guys have taken the lead. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Here we go. 20! Sunday!
On 2nd down, it's Sanders. Space to maneuver at the 40. A big play there for Philly. 44 yards on the ground. And you hear it all the time, but that's one of the dangers of the blitz. You get past that first wave, nobody else is there.
And when teams blitz, what they're trying to do is make you lose your poise, lose your timing and your tempo. But when you hold it together, you can really hurt them the other way, getting past that first wave.
First down, a run with Smallwood. And down inside the 15 he goes. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
On first down, it's Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
They'll take over. First down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready?
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Freeman again, a first down carry. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Fletcher Cox there for the tackle.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And now we'll hook up downfield on second down. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Mike Evans, his second touchdown on the season. And his guys have once again taken the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. On the stop there defensively, Tyler Davison.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
On second down now, it's Sanders powering his way forward. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 15 yards on the play, first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Here we go. Waiting. Check 45 to Mike. Rip right. Check.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. On second down, it's Sanders. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
You got nothing. Watch the ship. Wait. Watch the ship.
To throw, Winston. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Winston in the offense with a first and 10, and he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Let me go. Let's go, let's go.
Working out of the gun, Winston. This one complete to Devontae Freeman. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Jameis now on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Freeman. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
They run, Devontae Freeman. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
45 to Mike. 45 to Mike.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. A run with Smallwood. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Hey, Delta. Check Mike 45. All day. All day. 45 is the mic. Bring it to you.
Wentz now on first down. It's brought in by Jeffrey. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Here's Wentz to throw. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Here we go, here we go. 120.
Play action. Now Wentz. Got his man. It's Arcega-Whiteside. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So we've come to halftime in a 5-point game. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
On 2nd and 7, Winston looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Evans. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up
Ready.
3rd and 2.
Flip it, flip it, flip it. Check 24, check 24. Green, 17. Bravo. Right 52, right 52. Target, 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 target.
Winston on 3rd and 2. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a 1st down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a 1st down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams out days.
Now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Throwing is Wentz. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. But he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. To throw again on 2nd down. Wentz, nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Throwing now is Wentz. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
All day, defense, all day, all day. Green, 17.
Jameis to throw it. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Evans. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down.
Big stop, let's go. 53's the mic.
Winston now from the 50. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now Sanders. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. But they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. And he's taken down inside the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
That's 46 down, man. 5-4.
Wentz now on first down. Caught right side is Jeffrey. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Another nice gain. 16 yards there and a first down again.
First down, Philadelphia.
Done. Switch up. Switch up. Come. You draw forfeit. Kill. 45. Mike, 45. I'm scared. 45. Hey, orbit.
On first down, Wentz. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Deshaun Jackson, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Doug Peterson says, let's go for 2 here.
Check.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he's going to be hit and taken down in the backfield. Just nowhere to run that time. And the try for 2 is snuffed out. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of pressure. Comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Fletcher Cox forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. On the counter, Devontae Freeman. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. Defensively, it was Avonte Maddox with the tackle. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 3rd and long for Winston. And that one incomplete. They tried to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Fielded at about the 28. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Check.
Here's Smallwood as they begin on the ground. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the fourth quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 43-yard line.
40. Here we go. 180. Go. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight right. Tight right. Great 57. We got 4. Check me.
Wentz going to throw. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. The 305-pound Ndamukong Suh finding the path to the QB there. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. 45. Working from the gun, Wentz. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Vernon Hargreaves with a pick. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Check 3, check 3, check 3.
On 2nd down now, it's Freeman. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key 1st downs and big runs.
They'll run here with Freeman. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Devontae Freeman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And his guys have taken the lead here in the 4th. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
It's our time. Follow. Spawn. No truck. 53's the mark. 53.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the...
That's caught inside the 20. A big play there for Philly. 58 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that...